Hi guys. um, at our last PLC, Shannon, you had some really good ideas, about trying to coordinate some things and make videos for lessons and stuff like that. Well, I want to put in, I really like that, and I want to put in a little bit of what I would like to see actually with our lesson stuff and our units that we can do together. I know I mentioned something about Sight Reading Factory, and there's something that we're doing right now over here at RMS that I don't know if you guys would be interested in doing and possibly doing across the district regarding rhythm. I know Shannon, you mentioned something about having different kinds of units, rhythm and scales, things like that. And this is how I'm using syncopation or Sight Reading Factory to do things like syncopation with my seventh graders. So I set up an assignment, and it's just a rhythm assignment, and I tell them they can play any note they want. And so right now, one of their assignments that they had a few weeks ago was to play this rhythm, the dotted quarter note, eighth note rhythms, and also the syncopation stuff. There's no syncopation in this one, but I have it set up to do that also. But you would do. Okay, and obviously I made mistakes in the one measure, and I tell my kids that okay, right now you need to put it on synth and recording, and then we're going to listen to it, and you're going to tell me, does this sound like I played the same thing? Now I picked a different note possibly than what it's going to play, but did my rhythm match up with the synth? And so I would play it for them like this also, but you would do. Okay, and so then I would ask my kids right away then, okay, so did that sound the same or did it sound different? And then I would also say, so when you're at home, and you're doing these assignments, you're going to be able to hear whether or not you played it right or wrong. It's not like, smart music that would tell you, give you a score and all that kind of stuff. You actually listen to this, you have to listen to it and see once if you sounded okay. And I would tell my kids that I would want them to do 5 tries every week. So um, at the end of the week, you can look on Sight Reading Factory and see once if they made 5 attempts. And then now here that it's becoming the end of the quarter, I'm going to show you what we're going to do here to kind of do our evaluation. So all they would do is just keep on clicking try another when they're practicing. But now, since we have done that a few weeks, now this next assignment that we're going to have for the end of the quarter is something called the end of the quarter syncopation test, and they would launch that. And I'm going to skip the mic check right now, and they would click on rhythm only because that's what we're doing. And they have their 15 seconds or however many seconds you want to do it. And again, oh, it does have syncopation in there. I was going to say it doesn't have any syncopation. I always like to make sure I click on the difficult ones because they add that syncopation. But now they would do this. And then I would ask them, okay, now, and I would go over this assignment now. We have been doing that the last few days, telling them, okay, one thing was missing, you notice? There's no cursor, no line to tell you exactly how to play. Now it's up to you listening to that beat. And I would say, okay, you play this, and let's see once if that sounded like I made any mistakes. Okay, and obviously I made a couple mistakes there, and I would say, okay, did you guys hear any mistakes? And they would raise their hand, yeah, in that second measure you did this, or in that last measure I think you played something different. But this has been really, really enlightening for me. I mean, I'm just really loving how this is working. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to submit this assignment now because it's like an assessment, and it really kind of gives me a picture of how well they know rhythm. That can they play a rhythm, keeping a beat without a cursor. And so I would really like you guys to actually consider this. I know that you guys don't have Sight Reading Factory, but it's only $2 a person, and I don't know if you guys have it in your budget to do that, but doing this across the district, I think, would be a great way to teach the different benchmarks, like the eighth notes and the 16th notes and the rests. I'm doing this with my 6th graders now on quarter rests and quarter notes and half notes. And it's really an awesome tool. So I didn't want to bring this up at the meeting, other than you guys' opinion, but because it took a little bit of time to watch this, I didn't want to use up our PLC time, but I hope that this was helpful. So you guys let me know what you think.